The question I'm asked all the time is, what shall I eat? We have so much information, yet too little wisdom about how to take better care of ourselves. And we're left confused, doubting ourselves, looking for the next solution, a new diet, or the one guru that will be the answer. But what if I told you that you already know what to eat? The answer is not out there. It's in here. But we're living in a world where we're constantly connected with everything and everyone, but we're disconnected from ourselves. Like, when was the last time you had a good chat with your own body? I mean, like a really good chat, where you sit down and you say, how are you? What do you need? See, our bodies know what that is, and we can learn how to listen. But there's no app for that. What we have to do is start by asking why we eat. Food is not just our basic nutrient to get us through the day. It is also our toolbox for crafting our daily well-being, and our medicine cabinet for taking charge of our daily health. And we have to remember, it's also an experience of nourishment and nurture. Food is an emotional relationship that represents our human need for love, care, and feeling safe. But it's also a social relationship that represents connection, community, and contribution. And it's even an ecological relationship that represents what we believe in and what matters to us. So it's no wonder that diets fail us all the time. They're missing the most essential ingredient, the human ingredient, us, feeling nourished. We have so much on our plate every day, and we take on more and more with less and less time to spare. And we wait to take care of ourselves till everything on the to-do list is done, and let's be real, when is that? But even though time is the new currency, self-care is not where to save time. Nobody plans to burn out, but do we plan for how not to? What if self-care came first? Would you eat and treat yourself differently if you and your body were a team? My big wake-up call came in my late 30s. I was working crazy busy hours as a fashion executive, pretty much surviving on coffee, when suddenly both my parents got cancer at the same time. And they ended up dying only about a year apart. And after that, the doctors told me it was no longer a matter of if. It's now a matter of when you're going to get cancer too. What do you do when you get that kind of message? In that moment, I knew I had to make a choice. Follow the doctor's recommended treatment, which was to cut off both my breasts, take out my ovaries, and start preventive chemo. Or start to treat me differently. Self-nourishment is how we can be busy and thrive at the same time. But to change our habits, we need 3 essential elements. We need, number 1, the food knowledge to know what to eat. Number 2, the mindfulness, so we know why we eat and what we need. And number 3, self-compassion. Because the key to changing our habits is not willpower, it is love power. Fear is not a sustainable motivator. Desire is. So instead of living in fear of breast cancer, I choose to live in awareness. Will I get cancer? I don't know. But if I do, I will have no regret that I chose the path of taking care of me. I say it's time that we take back our love power, where being home means in our own bodies. Let's reclaim our relationship with food so we can be nourished. Because self-care is our best health care. So I'm going to ask you this. What will it take for you to take better care of yourself every day? What is your big why? And if not now, then when?